Wings here, and today we'll be continue playing Doki Doki Literature Club Part 3! Woohoo! I think this game is gonna get really dark. I know, right? But at least, actually, I hope you enjoy your stay, streaming chimpas. Monica's cute? I know. I think all of the Doki Doki Literature Club characters are cute. Alright, let's start this game. Let's start streaming. Nani? Doki Doki! Alright, where do we left off today? I got this list down. This is ahead of time. So, we all know Poem's theme. Natsuki, simple, childlike, playful. Sayori, emotional or also bittersweet, nostalgic and happy. And Yuri, complex and dark. So, what I just list out on Google Docs is I list all of these things. Alright. Let me see. Graveyard. Graveyard is a good one, right? Yeah, graveyard. Ghost counts. Determination. That's one's a good one. And hopeless. Hopeless. No, hopeless not in the list. I believe entropy. Yeah, entropy. Lazy, that's Sayori. Cry is Sayori. Joy is Sayori. Kawaii is Natsuki. Sugar is pretty much Natsuki. Sensuous? Let's try sensuous. Judgment. Judgment is a good one. Oh, disordered. That one's a good one. Unrestrained. Yep, unrestrained counts. Melancholy? Melancholy does count. Okay, good. Frightening. Frightening. Okay, that one counts. Let me see. Unrequirement. No, that's Sayori's. Whirlwind is a good one. Fatality. Horus. Yeah. Let's put this one. Let me see here. Oh god. Journey it is. This one is question. Yeah, question. Unstable. Extraordinary. Extraordinary? We don't have that thing. Crap. Uncanny. There you go. Does knockout counts? I don't think so. Intellectual. Intellectual? Oh, that does count. And then lastly, not the least, would be this zone. I don't believe it's this zone. Yeah, this zone does count. Alright! We did it. Let's go. Okay, I'm gonna skip this part. We already saw this. I don't get it. Why am I in a Natsuki route? You there! You there. Oh man! This is seriously a step backwards. Eh? I liked your last two way better than this one. I mean, I guess I can't be mad at you for trying different things. Actually, oh my god. I think I messed this up again. Oh crap, oh crap, oh crap. What was I thinking? Okay, sorry. I messed up. I messed up the route. My apologies. Oh god. Anyways. Anxiety, that's just philosophy? Yeah, that does count. Intellectual. Graveyard. Yeah, forgive is not in this list, I guess. Oh, Heaven Sent. Crimson is... yeah, this one's in the list. Hold on. I believe it's gonna be... Misery is Sayori, remember that. Contamination. Oh, that's gonna be hard. Activizing. Oh, damn. Ah, shit. Okay. Inquire. And yeah, controllable is not that one. I believe it's gonna be determination. Determination. I'll just read. Either way. 2 ways. Okay. Okay. You can. Please speak, not Yuri. Please speak, Yuri. I'm really curious to talk to Yuri a little bit more, but at the same time, I would feel bad for distracting her from reading. I catch a glimpse of the cover of her book. It looks like the same book that she lent to me. More than that, she seems to be on the first few pages. Ah, crap. I think she noticed me noticed me looking at her. She takes another glance at me, and our eyes meet for a split second. What is she? She acts like Shoko from Komika Communicate. But that only makes her hide her face deep in her book. What did she act like Komi or Matoko Kamakoma? Sorry. I was just spacing out. I muttered this, sensing I made her uncomfortable. Oh, it's fine. If I was focused, then I probably wouldn't have noticed in the first place. But I'm just rereading a bit of this, so that's the book that you gave me, right? I wanted to reread some of it. Not for any particular reasons. Just curious. How come you have 2 copies of the same book? Well, when I stopped it at the bookstore yesterday. That's not what I mean. That's what I meant. I mean, I just happened to buy 2 of them. I see. There's something fairly obviously here that Yori isn't telling me, but I decided to let it go. I'll definitely start reading it soon. I'm glad to hear. Once it started to pick up, you might have a hard time putting it down. It is a very engaging and relatable story. Is that so? What is it about, anyway? Well, Yuri closes the book and scans her eyes over the back. The book is titled Portrait of Margot. There's an ominous-looking eye symbol on the front cover. Alright. I just wanted to make sure I don't accidentally give anything away. Basically, it's about the girl in high school who moves in her with her long-lost younger sister. But as soon as she does so, her life gets really strange. She gets targeted by these people who escaped it from the human experiment prison. And while her life is in danger, she needs to desperately choose who to trust. No matter what she does, she ends up destroying most of her relationship and her life starts to fall apart. That's kind of dark, isn't it? Yori made it sounds like it was going to be a nice story, so that dark turn came from nowhere. Yori gently giggles all of a sudden. Are you not a fan of that sort of thing, he winks? No, it's not that. I mean, I can definitely enjoy those kinds of stories, so don't worry. I hope so. Yeah, I totally forgot that Yori is into those things. She's so shy and exclusive on the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different. It's just that those kinds of stories, they challenge you to look at life from a strange new perspective. When horrible things happen, not just because someone wants to be evil, but because they have their own goals or their own philosophy that they believe in. Then suddenly, when you thought you related to the protagonists, they're made out to be a naive, one of the letting their one-side morals interfere with the villain's plans. I'm rambling, aren't I? Not again. I'm sorry. Hey, don't apologize. I haven't lost interest or anything. Well, I guess it's alright then. But I feel like I should let you know that I have this problem. When I let things like books and writing fill my thoughts, I kind of forget to pay attention to other people. So I'm sorry if I end up saying something strange. And please stop me if I start talking too much. I really don't think you need to worry. That just means you're passionate about reading. The least I can do is listen. It's a literature club after all. That's true. In fact, I might as well get started reading it, right? You don't have to. What are you saying? Just a moment ago, you said you were looking forward to it. Let me just get the book. I quickly retrieved the book that I had put into my bag. Alright, it's fine if I sit here, right? I slip into the seat next to Yori's. Yeah. Are you sure? You seem a little bit apprehensive. I'm sorry. It's not what I don't want you to. It's just something I'm not very used to. That is, reading in company with someone. I see. Well, just tell me if I end up distracting you or anything. Alright. I open the book and start the prologue. I still understand what Yori means about reading in company. It's as if I can feel her presence over my shoulder as I read. It is not particularly a bad thing, maybe a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat comforting. Yori is in a corner of my eye. I realize that she's not actually looking at her own book. I glance over. It looks like she's reading from my book instead. Sorry! I was just... Yori, you really apologize a lot, don't you? I do? I don't really mean to. Sorry. Here, this should work, right? I slide my text until it's up against Yori's, then hold my book more between the two of them. I suppose so. Yori timidly closes her own copy. Once we each lean in little bit, her shoulders are almost touching. It feels like my left arm is in the way, so instead I just use my right hand to hold the book open. I guess that makes it kind of difficult to turn the page. Here. Yori takes her left arm and holds the left side of the book between her thumb and forefinger. I do the same thing with my right arm. On the right side of the book. That way, I turn the page, and Yuri's slide is under the thumb after it flips to her side. But it holds it like this. We huddle it even closer together than before. It's actually kind of distracting me. As if I can feel the warmth of Yuri's face, and she's in the corner of my vision. Are you ready? To turn the page? Ah! Sorry. I think I got a bit distracted for a second. I glance over at Yuri's face again, and our eyes meet. I don't know how I'll be able to keep up with her. That's okay. You're not as used to reading, right? I don't mind being patient if it takes you a bit longer. It's probably the least I can do, since you've been so patient with me. Yeah, thanks. We continue reading. Yuri no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I had just assumed that she finishes the page before me, so I turned it by my own violation. We continue the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning each page almost feels like an intimate exchange. My thumb gently letting go of the page, letting it flutter over to her side as she catches it under her own thumb. Hey, Yuri? It might be a slight silly thought, but the main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit. You think so? How does she? Well, I guess I'm more blind in a lot of ways, but she's also second guesses all of the things that she says and does. Like she's afraid she'll do something wrong. It's not like I can see into your head or anything, but they're kind of remnants of some of your mannerisms. I see. Yuri remains silent for a moment. But cute wings, that's probably a terrible thing to have to comment with her. Ugh, that's so embarrassing that you think that... Well, wait! I didn't mean it in a bad way or anything. Sorry. I really didn't know you were self-conscious about this sort of thing. I guess I more meant to... That is kind of cute. What are you saying all of a sudden? Okay, everyone! I think it is about time we share today's poems with each other. We might not have enough time if we wait too long. Yuri exhales, spared from finishing her thought. Is that right, Yuri? You look kind of down. I'm sorry if you haven't been looking forward to this. It's not. It's fine. Yuri releases her hand from the book, causing it to close to the top of my thumb. Alright. I guess I'll do I guess I'll do some more reading tonight. Or would you prefer if I only read it for you? I guess I don't have too much of a preference either way. In that case, I'll read a little more tonight. I'll be more fun to read with you after it picks up a bit, you know? That's good reasoning. In that case, feel free to finish the first 2 chapters in your own time. Alright! I stand up. I make a mental note of where I left off in the book, then slid it back into my bag. Okay, we're gonna skip this. Wings, if you're not going to take this club seriously, then go home. What? Harsh. What? You expected to believe that you would actually put effort into this? Do you think I'm stupid? I'm not a writer. Maybe it's not very good, but yeah, I did put in an effort. We all start somewhere, right? If we're still proud of the first poem you ever wrote, then I'd like to read it. Painful to think about. Fine. Well, sorry. You'll get better anyway. I'll tell you what to improve, but you are better off trying again. Fair enough. Well, to each their own, I guess. Anyway, I guess I gotta share mine now. Knowing you'll probably think it's stupid. Okay, we really read that one. Yeah. I told you that you weren't gonna like it. I like it. Okay, we're gonna skip this. I read this part already. Okay, Yuri time. As Yuri reads the poem, I notice her eyes lighten. Exceptional. Eh? What was that? Did I say it out loud? Yuri first covers her mouth, but then ends up covering her whole face. He's going to hate me. You really didn't do anything wrong, Yuri. I guess you're right. What am I getting so nervous for? Yuri takes a breath. So, what kind of writing experience do you have? Your use of imagery and metaphors indicates that you've written a lot of poetry before. Really? That's a huge compliment coming from you. This is actually my first time, really. Yuri stares at me blankly, then looks at my poem again. Well, I know that. I just meant... Yuri trails off, unable to find excuses. She traces her finger along the words in the poem, as if breaking down more truly. Yeah. Okay. This is the reason I was able to tell. It's just that there were specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been taught that myself, I kind of learned to pick it up on them. I think that most of the noticeable thing I recognize in new writers that is they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick up a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form it to form fit the two together. The end result is that both the style and their expressiveness are weakening. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's out of her demeanor really totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone, and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something that I can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing, even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you a valuable feedback. Okay, we're gonna skip this. It's nothing really. You're impressive too, so nah. If anything, I could probably learn a thing or two of you from you. You think so? Yeah, of course. I was really nervous about doing all this, but in the end, I enjoyed it. I'm going to keep doing my best for you, Q-Wings. Me too. Okay. Great job, Q-Wings. I was going ooh in my head while reading it. It's really a metaphorical. I'm not sure why, but I did expect you to go for something so deep. I guess I underestimated you. The easiest way for me to keep everyone's expectations low. That way, it always counts when I put in some effort. Ahaha, that's not fair. Well, I guess it works anyway. You know that Yuri likes this kind of writing, right? Writing that's full of imagery and symbolism. Unlike SAYORI, who likes using simple and direct words to describe happiness and sadness. Yuri likes it when a reader are left to derive their own meaning out of it. It's very challenging to write like that effectively, both allowing people to get something out of it just by feel, or letting them deeply analyzing all of the nuisance. No, it can take years of practice, which I'm assuming Yuri has at this point. I never really asked though. I'm sure I'm nowhere near her level yet. Don't worry about so much about that. You do your own thing. Just keep exploring and learn by trying new things. I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this. That's okay. Okay, we'll skip this. And then the fight scene. Yuri. More like girls lovers. Oh my god, I can't believe I said this. Are you able to do Yuri's route before Sayori? I thought it was a real Pacific orders. Well, yes, of course. So, what I did is I actually go Sayori first because she's the main protagonist, then Natsuki, and then Yuri before she dies. So, I already played it like since 2017 because the game got released. And I thought it's just some sort of a cute game, but then it got some sort of Pool Imagine Madoka vibes. Kind of like that, like an existential crisis. Like, you know, you see those sort of weird things and some confusing, like, cutscenes and all kinds of stuff. You're right, that I like your poem. See? Wait! That's not an excuse for you to be so mean. I should have picked a fight just because someone's opinion is different. That's not what happened at all. Yuri wouldn't even take any of my poems seriously. I understand. Yuri, you're seriously talented writer. It's no secret I was impressed. Well, but here's the thing. No matter how simple or refined someone's writing style is, they're still putting feelings into it, and it becomes something really personal. That's why Natsuki felt threatened when you said her poem was cute. I see. I didn't notice that I'm sorry. But Natsuki, you took it way too far. Yuri means well. And if you just told her how you felt, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. Are you kidding? That's exactly what I did! It was her that... Natsuki, I think that's enough. You both said something that you didn't mean. You apologized. Do you think you should too? Natsuki clenches her fist. In the end, nobody has taken her side. She trapped. At the point being defiant, only because she can't handle the pressure. Defiant. I ended up even feeling bad for her. Sometimes when I'm hurt, it helps me to take a walk and clear my head. Sayori, she doesn't need to. You know what? I'm gonna do that. Now spare me from having to look at all of your faces right now. Without warning, Natsuki snatches her own poem and from the text it storms out. On her way out, she crumbles on them with her hands and throws in the trash. Oh my god. Natsuki is pathetic, like fuck. Natsuki. She really didn't need to do that. I look across the room. Yuri has a chin buried in her face while she stares down at her desk. I gently approach her and sit in an ejected chair. Everything alright? I'm so embarrassed. I can't believe I acted like that. You probably hate me now. No, Yuri! How could anyone not have gotten frustrated after being treated like that? You handled it as well as anyone could. I don't think any less of you. Well, alright, I believe you. Thanks, Keywains. You're too kind. I'm thankful to have you a part of this club now. It's nothing. One more thing. That one thing that Natsuki said. But, you know, I would have never do anything so shameful. So, what thing did Natsuki say? Well, never mind that. I'm gonna go make some tea. Good idea. Make enough for more than one person, okay? Yeah. Alright, I'm gonna save state this thing. Boop! Existence. Nature is... Okay, sorry. Coughing. Cute, right? How about... Inferno is a good one, right? There's no N either. And then contamination, is it right? Yeah. Alright, got almost Yuri's poem. Okay, we're gonna skip this. Whoa! Yo, he fucking slapped her. Hey Yuri! Eh? Ah, I suddenly noticed that Yuri is reading a different book from the one we've been reading together. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. No, I was kind of just waiting for you. Ah, if that case, why don't we go ahead and get started? Yes, let's. Actually, I have a request. Do you mind if I make some tea first? Not at all. Thank you. Thanks very much. If there's one thing that can make my reading time here any better, it's a nice cup of tea. Not to mention you for yourself as well. Yuri stands up and makes her way to the closet. I follow and watches as she receives a small water pitcher from the shelf, the kind of with the filter inside. Can you hold this for a second? Sure. Yuri hands me the water pitcher and also fetches an electric kettle. I'm going to plug this in at the teacher's desk, and then we'll go get some water. She walks past me and sets the kettle down on the teacher's desk. I simply watch her movements. To my surprise, the way she moves really contrasts her speaking mannerism, especially because of her long legs. Yuri appears elegant and mythical. Okay, may I have the water pitcher? Thanks, I'll be right back. Ah, I might as well walk with you. Yeah, why not? Shall we go then? Yeah. Where are you two off to? We're just... Yuri was going to make some tea, so... I suddenly realized how weird it sounds to explain to this Monica. We're just filling the water pitcher. Ah, okay. Sorry, I was a bit curious. That's kind of a one-person job, isn't it? That's... Monica, please mind your business for once. Or do you want me to tell something wrong with helping involve cute wings in club activities? Eh? My mouth gaps. I suppose there's nothing wrong with that. Huh. Then let's go, cute wings. Yuri quickly exits the room, and I follow. Once in the hallway, she suddenly puts her forehead against the wall. I spoke without thinking. How could I say something like that? Yuri, something about the way she said that. It made me feel so irritated. What's wrong with me? No, Yuri. I think you did the right thing. I wasn't expecting, but it's also not right for Monaco to judge people like that. Cute wings. How can I do something bad? You're being nice to me. Because nothing that you do is as bad as you make it seems in your head. Nobody's perfect. We have emotions, and we can't always hide them away. But you always amplify things in your head. Your mind turns into a light rain shower into a hurricane. No. Would you hate me for something as terrible as that? Why would I hate you? I can't hate someone for having emotions. What kind of friend would do that? Friend? You say? Yuri lifts her head. Cute wings. I really like being friends with you. Thanks, Yuri. I like being friends with you, too. I feel kind of awkward saying something like that, but I'm doing my best to help Yuri feel better. Anyway, yeah. Shall we go? Yeah. Yuri and I walk to the nearest water fountain. Once we fill up the water pitcher, we return into classroom. Cute wings, do you like a oolong tea? Yeah. Anything is fine. Very well. Yuri sets a temperature on the kettle to 200 degrees. Now it's time to get the teapot. You really do this properly, don't you? Of course. I shouldn't do any less when I'm making tea for others. Even I'm not expecting an expert on tea or anything. In that case, you'll only be even more impressed. Perhaps I will. Yuri fetches the teapot and begins measuring the tea leaves. To my surprise, she even starts humming a little to herself. You must be in a good mood now. Is that so? I was letting it show. And you notice, I was doing a bit of thinking, and I decided that I would try expressing myself a little bit more. It turns out it's not very hard for me to do when it's you who's around anyway. That's great, Yuri. Just don't push yourself too much. You're always worrying about me, cute wings. It's very endearing. Yuri wasn't kidding. I don't even know if I can keep up with this. I watch Yuri pour a cup of tea for each of us. Cute wings, I have another request. Do you mind if I sit on this floor today? Why not? It's a little bit easier on my back. I can read with my back against the wall rather than bending over at my desk. Sorry, I didn't realize. No worries. I just have back pain fairly regularly, so I'll do my best to manage it. Is that so? I wonder why that is. It's most likely because your posture, right? Always hunched over like that while reading. Yes! I have terrible reading postures. So he might have scoliosis, right? Scoliosis? So that's why we should sit on the floor. Fair enough. I'll go ahead and get the book. I retrieved the book from the bag. I have some chocolates as well. It's a bag of small chocolate candies that I kept hidden from Sayori's candy radar. I take it, since I'll go well with the tea. Yuri and I then sit against the wall, teacups at our sides. As of the Sphinx, we assume the same reading position at the same time, each holding one half of the book, except this time. Our bodies are even close to each other. I can't see too well. Yuri slides closer until our shoulders are touching. How am I supposed to focus on reading like this? Yuri was always kind of cute, but when she's being less apprehensive, it's almost more than I can handle. Your teacup. Yuri hands me my teacup, holding it with my hand that's not holding the book. I ended up in a position that makes it even harder to focus. Because now I need to worry about making sure I didn't accidentally touch her chest. Oh, wow, that's just, yeah, no, that's haram, bro. Meanwhile, Yuri hasn't noticed a single thing. She wears her intense reading expression, and I can only presume the world around her has faded away. I use all of my willpower to focus on reading. After a few minutes, I finally managed to relax a little. I put the teacup between my legs and fumble with the chocolate wrapper. Sorry. I briefly let go of the book to finish opening the wrapper. You can have as much as you want. That's okay. I won't take any. Are you sure? Well, if I touch it, then I might get smudges on my pages. You're right. I didn't even think about that. My bad. No need to apologize. I'll hold the book, okay? Are you sure? Of course! Yuri opens the book with both hands. She holds it that I don't have any harder of a time reading from it. But as a result, her left arm is practically resting on top of my leg. Well, in that case, Yuri is already totally focused on reading again. I take a chocolate candy and pop it into my mouth. Then, I take another chocolate, and I hold it up to Yuri. She doesn't even look away from the book. She simply parts her lips as if this situation was completely natural. But that means I can't stop here. I apprehensively place the chocolate in her mouth. Just like that, Yuri closes her lips over it. Yuri's expressions suddenly breaks. Did I just... Yuri looks at me like she needs to confirm what just happened. Cute wings. So sorry. I guess I shouldn't have done that. Well, you were just helping. That's something that friends do, right? I mean, not really in this kind of context, but yeah. That's all it was. Yeah. Then you don't need to stop worrying on anything. I see. The situation has gotten really tense. Yuri tries to return to the book, but I can tell just by her expressions that even she can't focus now. My heart is pounding. I nervously take another chocolate between my fingers, but this time Yuri's eyes meet mine. How did it even come to this? Yuri doesn't avert her gaze. I notice her chest rising and falling into the rhythm of her breaths. I raise my arm. Like before, Yuri parts her lips, but it's different this time. I take the chocolate and place it in her mouth. I feel her hot breath on my fingers. Okay, everyone! Yuri jolts back. It's time to share poems! Kid Wings, you can help Yuri put away from the tea stuff, right? Yeah, of course. Okay, thanks. The spell is absolutely broken. I'll take care of the cups. Yeah. Yuri picks up the teacups from the floor. I pick up the bag of chocolates. In the end, we hastily clean up without so much as a word between us. I get the feeling this is something neither of us will have this courage to bring up. What is Nazi Sayori's gonna say about... Oh, we're gonna skip this. I already read this part. Well, I can admit it is better than the last one. It's like to see that you're putting into some effort. That's good. But I still don't like this at all. It's trying too hard to be serious. Eh? What do you mean by that? Poems don't need to be all deep sounding to express something. It's going to just like you're forcing it unless you don't really. It's gonna be just sound like you're focusing it unless you really don't suck it at all. Honestly, don't bother to try to write poems like this until on Yuri's level. Natsuki stops short all of a sudden. Don't tell me! You're not just trying to impress Yuri, are you? What are you talking about? And keep your voice down. You know Yuri would love this kind of disingenuity. Just because she's a talent writer doesn't mean I mean. Looks like I'm in trouble. I somehow struck a nerve. Through what I did is beyond me. I'm so done with you! Natsuki shows the poem. I handed it her back over to me. Take your stupid poem! If you're writing it on someone else, just don't show it to me. Ouch. This is what I get for letting a younger girl step into my business. At least I was a mind reader. I was destined to be a world of pain from the start. At least Natsuki wasn't really the girl I was trying to impress in the first place. I feel like Natsuki broke up with me. Let's see what you've written for today. Yuri stated the poem with a surprised expression on her face. Do you like it? Cute wings. This one might even be better than yesterday's. How did I even pick up on this so quickly? Just yesterday, I was telling you the kind of techniques worth practicing. Maybe that's why you did a good job explaining. I didn't really want to try giving it more imagery. Yuri visibly swallows. Even her hands appear sweaty. I'm not used to this. Used to what? I don't know. It's fine, take your time. Yuri breathes and collects her thoughts. I know that Yuri likes to think before she speaks, so I offered that patience to her. Yeah. Just being appreciated like this, I guess. It probably sounds really stupid, but seeing someone motivated by my writing, it just makes me really happy. Are you saying that you never shared your writing before? Yuri nods. Really? I don't believe it! I really only write for myself, and besides, people would just laugh at me. Do you really think that? Again, Yuri nods. Huh? Even your close friends? Yuri doesn't respond to that. I wonder why. Anyway, do you want to share my poem you wrote today? Yeah, I do. If it's with you. Raccoon. It happened in the dead of the night, slicing bread and my snacks. My attention was... Okay, we're gonna skip this. Why do you keep them to yourself? Because they're embarrassing, and people would make fun of me. Don't you have anything like that, Q-Wings? Well, I guess I do. I feel like everyone has a little something like that. The best we can do is respect each other and our individualities. Even it's difficult sometimes, and some things make us uncomfortable. After all, if I hadn't learned to embrace my own weirdness, I would probably hate myself. Okay. You're good at a lot of things. Listening, writing, listening. There really aren't many people like you, Kiwis. Maybe because I'm different, that's why. That's exaggerating a little bit. It's just how I feel. I never thought I would feel so comfortable sharing my writing, but now I almost feel like I look forward to it. It's just a really nice feeling, and you're to thank for that. It's not really. Yuri smiles cynically at me. For just a moment, her timidness seems to disappear. It's like you trust me. This one's good. It feels like you're not only getting more comfortable with your own style, but the imagery is better than the last one I read. Just wondering. But have you finding inspirations on Yuri's writing style? I guess so. You can't deny that she's talented. Yeah, totally. I think her poems are the most romantic. That's the best way to describe it. She's like a total different person when she's picked up a pen. I noticed that too. Or when she's talking about literature, it's like the light turns on inside her. Sadly, it's hard to get much personal conversation out of her. Trust me, I've tried. Who knows what goes on in a head of hers? I hope you don't mean that in a bad way. No, of course not. I just meant I wish she didn't keep so much to herself. But still, defending her like that, you must be pretty into her. Eh? You completely misunderstood. Calm down, I'm kidding. Besides, I'm pretty sure she already got a boyfriend. Wait, really? Yeah, a fictional one. Anyway, Monica kind of whispers that last part of me. Holy shit, she got rejected on me. How could you do this to me, Monica? How dare you? It's just a hunch, but, well, there's not really anything wrong with that. Oh, well, I know. I was just saying. Okay, I'm gonna skip this. Walking home with Yuri? Huh. Why does the thought of that makes my heart pound? I mean, given how hard is it her to socialize, I would feel awful turning her down, so... Isn't she so beautiful and smart? Oh my god. Alright. Another act again. Infinite. Does infinite counts? Okay, yeah, it does count. Okay, let's go. Hey, baby. Let me see here. Oh shit. Alright. Yeah, we did all Yuri's word! Okay, we're gonna skip this part. Why does it feel like I'm being watched? I glance around the room. Suddenly, I notice Yuri peering at me from over her book. But she looks away just as quickly with a flustered look on her face. I realize that she won't get anywhere like this. I've never really seen Yuri approach anyone or start a conversation on her own accord. So I have no choice but to approach her myself. But now, it's a little easier for me to do that. I stand up from my desk and sit in one next to her own. I didn't mean to bother you or anything. Relax. You didn't even do anything. Hold on, let me see in the comments. Oh my god! It's Mega Man! Hey Mega Man! Welcome to the stream! I hope you enjoy your stay. Alright. Hey Dustro Extro! Welcome to the stream! I hope you enjoy your stay too. I feel so low. Hey, don't you worry. At least you got me. I'm an optimistic and, outgoing, cute, cheerful, and creative personalities! Yeah! Kawaii! Easy as a feather, girl. Relax. You didn't even do anything. But I could tell that you wanted to be alone with your thoughts. Alone with my thoughts? How were you even able to tell that I was thinking like that? Well, it's something that I do a lot. So it wasn't hard for me to spot based on your postures and expression. Not that I was staring or anything. I didn't do anything creepy like that. In any case, I guess you were right. I'm sorry if it caused you any concern. Don't apologize. Your troubles are only the concern of those who really share in that concern. Of course, there are certainly those who find the most comfort in keeping to themselves. But if you would prefer to share what's in your mind, then I would be glad to listen. It's really not that big of a deal. I was just getting a bit uneasy about Sayori. Sayori? Yeah. She seems a little off today, but when I asked her about it, she didn't want to admit it to me. So I can't help it, but I wonder if something happened to her. Oh, that's quite romantic. Sorry, I didn't mean to say something stupid. It's not that. I just didn't want you to misunderstood. Sorry and I have been just been friends for a long time, that's all. I see. That perhaps is unusual for the dismissive to you about her feelings. Or maybe I was reading into it a little bit too much. Feelings. The world is full of meaning, often hidden deep beneath plain sight. And there are many untold mysteries behind every person, no matter how well you may know them. So you think there might be something behind it after all? I think that Sayori is a very complex person. Her mannerisms on the outside don't always match what may be going on inside her head, and she may not always know what she wants. I noticed her strange behavior today, so... Okay. And I also feel some concern for her, but in your case, it looked like she was fully occupying her thoughts, wasn't she? Well, I guess that wasn't the case. Sayori, she really means a lot to you, doesn't she? I guess. But you don't need to put it that way. We're just good friends, that's all. Yuri suddenly looks deeply into my eyes. Her expression is gentle and curious, as if she was searching for something. Embarrassed, I avert my gaze. Sometimes, a person mysterious are untold even to themselves. And you, as someone honest and caring, may uncover feelings you weren't aware were you. I think that she would be a very fortunate person to have you feel that way about her, Yuri. You're giving me too much credit. I'm a pretty simple guy. Girl, sorry. I'm a girl, I'm not a guy. Sorry, wrong pronouns. So I think I'm pretty good at understanding my own feelings. I'm not nearly as sophisticated as you. That's not a compliment, isn't it? Is it what is? Anyway, as long as we are here, why don't we do some readings? Well, as long as you're okay with it, yeah. I should be taking my mind off this whole thing anyway. Okay, I'm gonna skip this part. What does SAYORI say about, Yuri? I'll say nothing. Yeah, no thanks. Eh? You didn't even... Next! What a show-up, Natsuki. Kid Wings, your writing has only improved in that last few days. Every poem you've shown me has been nothing short of spectacular. I can really feel the emotions. I'm a little envious, even. I don't think it ever came to me this naturally. Yuri, that's the wrong way to put it. This never did come naturally to me, but I've been able to improve so much thanks to you. You're really an example I was chasing after. Is that so? Yuri gently smiles to herself. This feeling. I'm so glad I got the chance to share my writing. I never thought it would feel like this. I remember you mentioning that yesterday. I can't believe that you're so good at something that you'll never have even shared it with anyone. It's kind of a shame. Maybe, but it's not like I really had a choice. What do you mean? Well, Yuri smiles sadly. Q Wings, during lunchtime, I eat by myself. Did you know that? It is a great time to find a quiet place and do some reading. In fact, I always have some books with me. You could say that I really enjoy reading. Well, that's the one way to put it anyway. But books are so full of amazing and inspiring people. People you want to fall in love with, or people you just know would make a really good friend. Cheerful people who always put a smile on your face, or deep thinkers and problem solvers who discover the mysteries of life. So when you look at it in that way, I'm surrounded by friends every day, you know? And those friends don't laugh at me. What? Crap. I'm back, you guys. A dinner? Yeah, probably a dinner. Ha ha ha. What the? Oh my gosh. Okay, where was I? They don't tease me for spacing out all of this time. They don't make fun of my body type. And they don't hate me for acting like I know it all. People say that about you? I'm not a know-it-all, Q Wings. It's the opposite. I don't know anything. I don't know how to talk to people. I don't know how to make people see me as normal. I don't even know how to make I don't know how to make myself happy. I have all these feelings. And all I can do with them is read and write. But it wasn't until now then that I started sharing with you. That I really understood what was missing all this time. But I haven't really done anything. No, that's wrong. Just being patient and respectful. That's really important to me. I know I'm a difficult person, Q-Wings. I speak too slowly. I guess I second-guess myself all the time. I read too deeply into things. But every time, you've always treated me just like anyone else. It's so rare that I feel uncomfortable with myself when I talk to others. But that's why every time I talk to you, I just feel really happy. I see. Well, I treat you how you deserved to be treated, Yuri. And if other people don't see it that way, then screw them. I mean, I joined this club hoping that I would make friends. And what do I say? I've had at least one success. Would you? Wouldn't you? If you put it that way, yeah. We really are friends now, aren't we? Yuri puts her head in her heads. Heads in her heads. But at this time, she smiles as she does it. Do you want to show me your poem? Yeah, I do. Let me get it for you. Finishing the poem, I started to hand it back to Yuri, but instead of taking it from me, she looks away. Do you dislike it? No, of course not. I just don't really know how I should respond. Despite Yuri's poem usually being cryptic, it wasn't hard to figure out what this one was about. I don't know if I'm able to explain this one. That's fine. I understand this one. Yuri is having an even harder time speaking than usual. Does this one mean a lot to you? Yuri nods. I'm not really good with words, but I'm happy that you shared it with me. So, thank you. And I hope we keep spending time together. Despite my inability to make eye contact, I see a faint smile emerge on Yuri's lips. I once again try to hand the poem back to her, but instead, Yuri gently takes my hands and pushes them back toward me. I hesitate in response to her warm touch. You can? The poem is, once again, Yuri fails to form a complete sentence. You mean I can keep it? Yuri nods. I love to! Again, Yuri faintly smiles as if she doesn't want it, as she doesn't want me to notice. You always make me feel nice. I know I'm not good with people, but same here. I hope that I can return the favor sometimes. Yeah, don't worry. I think you did a good job. Yuri finally turns back toward me. I guess we should move on before Monica sees something, but I'm sure we can talk again later. Yeah, I'm sure we will. With that, Yuri timidly smiles at me, and I return to my seat so I can put her poem away. Okay. Your style's gotten so refined, Key-Wings. Yuri's been teaching you a lot of things, hasn't she? Well, I guess so. Yeah, I've been noticing how much time you spent with her. I think I've heard her say more words these past couple days than she talked in a whole year. Not sure how you did it, but that's pretty impressive. Well, she just needs some patience and a way to talk about all the things in her head, I guess. I'm still getting the hang of it myself. You certainly are putting out a lot of effort. You must really like her. That's... It's awfully suspicious, you know. Spending time with her in the clubroom every day. Reading that edgy novel with her. Well, I just feel bad that she has a hard time socializing. Like me! It makes me want to make sure she doesn't spend all her time alone. Besides, the novel isn't too bad either, you know. Alright, I get you. Just be careful, alright? I know that Yuri isn't used to open herself up, so if something bad happens while she's vulnerable, then it could be really hard for her. Her books aren't a total escape from reality. They're just a bandage. You say that I'm like I'm going to hurt her. Sorry, I didn't really mean that. If anything, she might accidentally hurt herself. Anyway, I'm gonna skip this. Okay, enough with the blah 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 thing. Okay, this one's very sad. I have already seen this part. I'm skipping. I've seen this one too, because I got this Yuri and then Sayori mixed with that part. I got like Sayori after Yuri's, so that's why I skipped. You've seen it in the previous streams. And then she break down and cry. Daisuki. I'm gonna skip this. I'll put nothing scary that happens. It's the day of the festival. Oh, you guys ready for Sayori's death? Guys. You guys ready for Sayori's death? Okay. You ready? Okay. Fair warnings. Okay. Fair warnings. This scene contains, you know, suicide. So, we're just gonna censor that part. Hopefully. All the days, I expected this to be one where I've been walking to school with Sayori, but Sayori isn't answering her phone. I considered going to her house to wake her up, but I decided that's a little too much. Meanwhile, the preparation for the event should be nearly complete. The banner Yuri and I painted is dried, and I gently roll it up to take with me. She sent me a pleasant text reminding me not to forget anything, and I reassured her. Funnily enough, I probably feel the same way as Natsuki about the event. I'm more excited for it to be over so I can spend time with Sayori and Yuri at the festival. But knowing Monica, I'm sure the event will be great too. Cute Wings! You're the first one here. Thanks for being early. That's funny. I thought at least Yuri would be here by now. Monica is placing little booklets on each of the desks in the classroom. They must be the ones she prepared that all of the poems were performing. In the end, I found a random poem online that I thought Monica would like and submitted it. So that would be the one. That's the one I'll be performing. I'm surprised you didn't bring Sayori with you. Yeah, she overslept again. That's dummy. You would think on that day's disappointed. She'll try a little harder. I say that, but suddenly remember what Sayori told me yesterday, and I suddenly feel awful, knowing it's not nearly that simple for her. I only said it because it's the way I'm used to thinking. But maybe I should have gone to wake her up after all. You should take a little responsibility for her, Cute Winks. I mean, especially after your exchange with her yesterday. You kind of left her hanging this morning, you know? Oh! Monica did mention Sayori. Oh, what the heck? Did he just die this morning? Did she just homicide? No way. Exchange? Monica, you know about that. Of course I do. I'm the club president, after all. But, I stammered, embarrassed. Did Sayori really tell her about it that quickly? That we're a couple now. I didn't really plan on bringing it up with anyone yet. Sheesh. You don't know the full story at all, so don't worry. I probably know a lot more than you think. Eh? Monica is being a friendly as usual, but for some reason I felt a chill down my spine after hearing that. Hey, do you want to check out the pamphlets? They came out really nice. Yeah, sure. I grabbed one of the pamphlets laid out of the desk. Oh yeah, they really did. Something like this will definitely help people take the club more seriously. Yeah, I thought so too. I flipped through the pages. Each member's poem is neatly printed on its own page, giving it a almost professional feel. I recognize Natsuki and Yuri's poem from the ones they performed during our practice. What's this? I flipped to Sayori's poem. It's different from the one she practiced. It's the one I haven't read before. Yo! What the heck? Is this sort of repeated words? And then there's this percentage, and it's like, get out of my head, get out of my head. It's like so many times. Okay. Get out of my head before I do what I know is best for you. Get out of my head before I listen to everything she said to me. Get out of my head before I show you how much I love you. Get out of my head before I finish writing this poem. But a poem is never actually finished. It just stops moving. No, this is a final poem for her. Oh, that's just sad. Why would they do this to her? No. Ah! What is this? Reading the poem, I get a pit in my stomach. Q winks. What's wrong? Nothing. The poem feels completely different from everything else Sayori's written. But more than that, I changed my mind. I'm going to go to get Sayori. So, well, all right. Try not to take too long, okay? I quickly leave the classroom. Don't strain yourself. Monica calls that out after me. I quickly my pace. What was I thinking? I should have tried a little bit harder for Sayori. It's not a big deal to at least wait for her or help her wake. Even the simple gestures of walking her to school makes her really happy. Besides, I told her yesterday that things will be the same as they always have been. That's all she needs, and what I want to give her. I reached Sayori's house and knocked on the door. I'm so scared right now. I don't expect an answer since she's not picking up her phone either. Like yesterday, I opened the door and let myself in. Sayori? She really a heavy sleeper. I swallowed. No. Okay. Oh my gosh. I can't believe I ended up doing this after all. Waking her up in her own house. Oh god. Oh my goodness. This is too scary for me. That really is something that a boyfriend would do, isn't it? In any case, it just feels right. Outside Suri's room, I knock on a door. Okay. Oh, my heart.
Can you open?
Voice is muted. Oh my gosh, I'm so nervous. Okay. Oh god! Outside of Sayori's room, I knock on the door. Sayori? Wake up, dummy! There's no response. I really didn't want to have to enter her room like this. Okay, let me just lower it down. I'm sorry. Is it a kind of breach of privacy? But she really leaves me no choice. I gently opened. Oh no. Okay, you guys are ready? Oh god, I'm so scared. Okay, I got this. I gently opened the. I forfeit. I forfeit. Oh god. Oh no. I gently opened the door. I gently opened the door. No, Sayori! Why? Oh my gosh! Did she just commit suicide? No! No! Sayori! Why? She's our best girl in the literature club. What the hell? What the hell? Is this a nightmare? It has to be. This isn't real. There's no way this can't be real. Sorry, wouldn't do this. Everything was normal up until a few days ago. That's why I can't believe what my eyes are showing me. Let me see this quitting. Crap. I suppressed the urge to vomit. Just yesterday, I told Sayori I would be there for her. I told her I know what's best and that everything will be okay. Then why? Why would she do this? How could I be so helpless? What did I do wrong? Confess to her. I shouldn't have confessed to her. It's not what Sarah needed at all. She even told me how painful it is for others to care about her. Then why did I confess to her and make her feel even worse? Why am I so selfish? This isn't my fault. These swimming thoughts keep telling me everything I could have done to prevent this. If I just spend more time with her. walk to her to school and remain friends with her, like it always has been, and I could help prevent this. How could I even prevented this? Screw the literature club, screw the festival. I just lost my best friend. Someone I grew up with this. Aww. That makes me so sad. She's gone now. Nothing I can nothing I do can bring her back. This isn't some game where I can reset and try something different. I had only one chance and I wasn't careful enough. And now I'll carry this guilt with me until I died. Nothing in this life is worth more than hers. But I still couldn't do what she needed for me. And now I can't take it back. Never, 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 never. Well, I think that's pretty about it. Alright. Oh my god. I think that's it for the stream, so that's all I can show. Maybe next Saturday I'll stream another one, which we can see like Act 2, how this literature club things change. So thank you so much for coming to my stream. Please like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, you won't miss it, and I'll see you in the next stream. Bye.